teleporter is ready.
Do it now!
Hold! Don't teleport us!
Pavlo?
If you are seeking shelter, you should follow me, or return to your ship, but you should choose quickly.
Pavlo, I have a serious question to ask you. Am I going to grow wings when I get older?
He was Warlord Supreme of the Nine Forged Tribes, Zekplethka, the World Slayer. During the war, he had 29 fleets at his command, over 5 million soldiers, 37 wives.
And the wings?
1 out of 10 million mantises are born with wings, and those that are prophesized to become great leaders. And Zekplethka, the World Slayer, was one of the most infamous.
So what's he doing all alone on a bombed-out world?
Good question.
There's plenty of room to land your ship nearby. Don't worry, it's not a trap. We're all alone on this planet.
I've never experienced Mantis hospitality before.
We are not famous for it, but who have I welcomed into my home?
I'm Otto Pavlo, former Federation General and Administrator of Salvage Fleet Gamma.
I'm Liam, a security officer aboard the FTL Kestrel, and my friends call me Blades.
A general and a Federation mantis. Maybe I have finally gone crazy here.
And why are you here?
The warlords of the other great tribes stranded me here. You, Otto Pavlo, have the look of war about you. Surely you took part in the greatest war the Mantis have ever fought.
I did.
I promised to turn the war in our favor on this planet, but I failed.
The base, under the mountain, was yours?
I wasn't there, but the base and the soldiers defending the mountain were under my command. They were building a masterpiece that would have changed the outcome of the war.
Fleet Authority Intelligence File 5773. The Gaijis, the war's first cloaked ship.
Liam, Pavlo, we just landed near your location. Are you guys alright?
We're fine. Pavlo, maybe we should find the others.
The war is over, General. Please extend my welcome to your crew. I've been very lonely these past 25 years.
Francis, be careful!
This place reminds me of our dad's base on Earth. He took Jose and I there before the accident.
This place reminds me of the waste where the outcasts lived. When I left the Inquisition, I tried to find them, but they had moved on.
People are approaching our location.
Welcome to Typhon. It's a big planet, so feel free to stay as long as you'd like.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
is my recommendation that continuing a ground-based assault on the Mantis base is irrational, and that instead we should...
Your orders are clear, General. Maintain the blockade, support the assault, capture the Gaijis, and rescue the NG scientists.
Sir, we are losing good soldiers every day on this mountain. The casualty reports are outrageous. Those Mantis down there have orders to die on that hill.
The Federation has already made assurances to the Collective that their people will be returned. Those NG hostages represent...
Those Zengis represent a lot of dead humans.
There's nothing left to discuss. You have our orders. Fleet Authority out.
Attention. We lost 3 HT-2s this week. They were scouting a new path around the eastern ridge when the ground collapsed, and they dropped into a mantis pit.
What about the crews?
MIA, unfortunately. The cooling fins on the older HT-2s are starting to break down. Chief Mechanic says there's too much dust in the air.
I'll get you replacements, and I'll order new HT-2s.
General, I've made a list of people that need to be rotated out of here. The counselor says they've hit the yellow mark.
I appreciate what they've gone through, and I've been trying to make the Fleet Authority understand the situation here, but we're spread pretty thin in this sector. I don't know when we'll be able to rotate those people.
I think it's beginning to crack.
Stop! You're not animals!
Attention! General, on deck! Defense posts!
Attention!
That's near the weapons depot.
Perimeter breach on the north. All combat personnel to their defense posts. Mantis forces have entered the base.
Hold them here!
This is not a drill.
Sir, you need to return to orbit.
Medic!
General, I would think that someone who spent so much of their life fighting back the Mantis menace would be a rebel. Human supremacy over the brutish and uncivilized alien races?
I'm not a rebel, because I don't blame what's gone wrong in my life on the actions of another race. They're my choices. But if anyone's looking to start a fight, I'd be more than willing to oblige. There's some decent scrap out there in the ruins. Some of the power packs still have energy. You could have built yourself a small generator.
Mantis make horrible engineers, remember?
Sorry. How did you find out about the rebellion?
Your crew informed me of current events. During the war, I had begun to wonder whether only humans could defeat humans.
Today, we are our own worst enemies.
Your crew seems lost. Can they defeat this rebel flagship?
We lost someone recently.
Well, combat is the easiest way to focus the mind away from loss.
There's no time for a bleary barroom brawl. Our next jump will be into Sector 8. If we're not focused, we die. And the Federation along with us.
I will help you save the Federation. I am serious.
Serious? But why?
The Mantis need the Federation to evolve.
Evolve?
Being banished has given me time to think. For hundreds of years, the Mantis have expanded. World after world dripped into our mouths. We took the Angies as slaves and forced them to develop our technology, while we regressed into a more savage society. Everything was so easy. Then we met the Galactic Federation, who would not cower, who would stand their ground. Your people challenged us to think and improvise in ways we never needed before. All because we met a will as stubborn as ours. But if the Federation is destroyed, then that rivalry will be lost. So to help my people evolve, I will help you save the Federation.
I've been fighting for the Galactic Federation my entire life, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stop fighting now. Providence brought us together from all over the galaxy and built this amazing crew. We lost Sambo, and the reason I'm reminding you is so that you never forget how noble a Federation officer can be. Let his actions help you realize your own potentials.
You, pilot, captain, you are brothers. Your bond began this crew. That bond is its base. You, Liam, Rockman, the boarding party. Your work is dirty, dangerous, and often thankless. But together you are the precise and deadly scalpel of victory. You, short, smart human. Without you, the Kestrel will fall apart in the heat of battle. Your crew will depend on you. Do not let them down. And you, Angie.
Manon.
What?
Manon. My name is Manon.
My apologies, Manon. You are the shield. Victory is always possible so long as your ship is still flying. Let the rebels' attacks break upon your resolve. In general, you are the soul of the Federation, its determination, and its hard-earned wisdom.
General, they're retreating to the south side. Ah!
It was a raid. They destroyed the weapons depot, then disappeared beyond the foothills. Also, the base commander was killed in the attack.
That's a shame. How soon can you have a resupply list ready?
It doesn't matter how many tanks or rifles you send. That mountain isn't going to fall.
As long as you maintain the blockade and chip away at their numbers, the Mantis will eventually run out of supplies and soldiers. It's only a matter of time.
How much time? How many lives will be lost before you have the Gaijis and the scientists?
Send us your resupply list and we'll try to divert some reinforcements to Typhon. Fleet Authority out.
Dear Jane, this may be the last message you receive from me for a long time. I'm going to do something against the orders of the Fleet Authority, but I'm doing so because in my heart, I believe it is the right thing to do. When I'm done, know that I did it to save lives, and that I'm deeply sorry if this is how our story ends. I'll always love you. Otto.
realize your victory and reach for it. Realize how close you are and push away any doubt before you. Doubt feeds fear, and a fearless man can do anything.
Do you ever have flashbacks? Moments when your past suddenly springs back at you, and you relive it so violently, like something biting you in the neck?
No, not really.
No, maybe that's just something that happens when you get older.
Pavlo, why are you asking me this?
Because you're the captain, and I know you're a much stronger person than I first took you for. You jumped out of the ship to save Sambo in Sector 1. I think his death probably affected you the most.
I also jumped to rescue him in Sector 3. I think maybe outer space always had it in for him. Jose helped me stabilize, but I regret selling the anti-personnel drone.
Personally, I wouldn't trust a man who said they had no regrets. About 5 kilometers from here was Mount 237. The Mantis had burrowed deep beneath it and built a heavily fortified base. Inside, dozens of Engi slaves are being forced to build a stealth ship. A secret weapon that could have turned the war. Cloaking technology was new and experimental at the time. Every day during the assault, the resupply ships returned with caskets. With my last act as general, I disobeyed orders and destroyed the base from orbit, hoping to prevent more soldiers from dying in a never-ending siege. But it cost the lives of thousands of Mantis and dozens of Engi.
You chose the lives of humans over the lives of aliens. But those Mantis were your enemies.
True. When the Fleet Authority found out, well, luckily the troops supported my decision. They kept me from facing the firing squad, but the Federation still needed to save face in front of the Engi Collective. So, I was demoted, received 20 lashes, and sent to prison. A year later the war ended, and Peter had lost his eye and began calling for the human domination of the galaxy. It's clear now that he was brainwashed. But when Black and Novak disappeared with Peter, I knew I couldn't let my ruined reputation bring Jane down with me. Slowly, I turned a cold shoulder to her. Something was coming. I had a feeling that those 3 would return, and the Federation would need Jane Tully to defend it. She was always brilliant. Her brain is a mathematical fire of precision and strategy. But even though my actions cost me my rank, cost me my future with Jane, and cost me any opportunity I would have had to prevent Peter from being brainwashed, I never doubted my actions until one day while I was in prison, I received a gift. A box of cigars and a note. It was from some of the soldiers from Typhon. In it, they thanked me for saving their lives. But then, they praised me for putting human lives ahead of the lives of other races. Later on, I learned that those soldiers had defected to the rebellion, and they named me as their inspiration to join. Now those same soldiers I tried to save are my enemies, and I wonder if they're alive, dead, or if I'm destined to kill them in the next sector.
I've been wondering, if the Psi-1 AI hadn't started the rebellion, would the rebellion have happened anyway? Just differently? There was a lot of anti-alien sentiment after the war.
Maybe. Peter and I signed to have the Psi-1 project terminated in the 80s, but I would have never imagined that it would return years later to destroy the Federation.
Since Tydrick signed to have it terminated, do you think it brainwashed him for revenge? Because if it did, then why didn't it try to brainwash you? Maybe it couldn't get you because you were in jail. And now, you have a chance to save the Federation. That's the reason behind those years you spent locked up, so you could be here, with us. Maybe we could even save Peter if we destroy the flagship.
You mean, when we destroy the flagship?
When?
Thank you, Captain, for your wise counsel.
Anytime.
I can't remember the last time I saw a clear sky on this planet. This is a good omen.
You could come with us.
War is not my place anymore. It has taken me a lifetime to realize the potential of our people, yet I can see it so naturally in you. You have the strength of a mantis and the discipline of a Federation officer. I cannot return home, but you can help our people become stronger of mind than nature designed them to be. They need the Federation's rivalry to help them evolve, but it's pointless if the Federation and the Mantis destroy each other. A firm and lasting peace must be built between them.
But why would they listen to me?
Because you are my son.
Really?
No, most probably not. But that would be pretty convenient, no?
I guess it would.
It could be possible. I did have 37 wives.
What are you... Do you want me to lie?
No, I shall give you a symbol of my tribe. While I may be personally banished, my tribe is still strong, and I believe that they have been without leadership for a long time. Show them this sword, and they will know you speak for me.
Ricardo says you can have these. Once we reach whatever's left of the Federation fleet, they can give us more.
Thank you. That's very generous.
They're better if you cook them.
I'd like to leave Francis here. With you. I don't think it's safe for him where we're going. It's not going to be safe for any of us. He's easy to take care of. He can hunt the vermin around here. And if you leave water out for him, he should return home.
Are you sure?
Honestly, it's been hard feeding him on the ship. He doesn't like the rations, and this pillow is one of our uniforms turned inside out. In case he grows into it, he's a space snake, so anything's possible, I guess.
I would be grateful for the company, but I'm sure he'll be awaiting your return.
Take care of yourself, Zek.
Remember, should you fail, there's plenty of room here for you to hide from the rebellion. That was a joke. Farewell, Kestrel, for all our sakes.